This is Lauren.
This is Trey.
And this
is the Partnership Podcast.
See you. People want to be at an event that you logisticize, which is beautiful. Yeah, you're really good at that.
And 4th of July is going to be a light lift.
Oh, no.
I think the hard thing is going to be me buying a fully assembled grill and then putting it in the Volvo.
Yeah, the only thing I ever get worried about is, you burning out on the front end. Because my generator battery it kicks in and then it's time to go. Like I could just plow through that. So I guess I would just really request from you, your powers are most well utilized when you can project in what needs to be done and then you can delegate to mama. I'm really okay because I know that once guests get here, you can kick in that battery too. I know you have this splenic battery and then you're lovely. But
I'm going to be drinking and getting ill also.
There have been times where only a couple hours into the evening, I can see that you're done. And I do think
that's a full day of stuff. And I've gotten so much better.
Good.
Wasn't it nice yesterday when I asked you to get the laundry out of the basement?
So nice.
That's hard for me to do.
I was so proud of you.
And I just did it.
And
That's hard where the thought, because I was so done at the end of the evening, excuse me, where the thought of going downstairs one more time all the way down to our basement was
I can't do it.
Yeah, I was gonna spaz. And, but yeah, thanks for
getting the laundry from the basement. You're so welcome.
But babe, thanks for being kind of a trusted or reliable, thanks for being a space where it's like, oh shit, am I going to get criticized? Or it's like, why aren't you doing it? And then it's because that would have fucked me up where it's like, oh, I can't trust her. I can't, she keeps asking me to ask her for help. And it's like these easy things and I can't, that would have fucking destroyed me.
I always encourage you to say things too, like, babe, would you mind getting the laundry from the basement? One more trip, I think, would literally kill me. You can throw in those other little antidotes because it's a version of the what would it provide you with, right? Because then it's even more joyous to give the person the thing.
Yeah.
When you know I've had a long day and then you bring me a beverage at the end of my day and knock on my door, you're doing it, because I don't have to get my own beverage, right? But you're also doing it because you know I've had a long day. Yeah. And it makes the service even juicier. You can always throw in something like that if you want to.
Thanks, baby.
It doesn't make you weaker in my eyes. It makes you, I knew what a long day you had and it's fun. It's ooh, I can do this for him.
Honey, a couple of days ago, you checked your phone. It was 10:30 at night. We were in bed. And then I said, babe, I shot you with why are you on your phone right now? And then you hit me with what would it provide you with if I didn't? Can we talk about that?
Yeah.
Can we set the scene?
Yeah.
Go ahead, my love.
It's evening. We've just finished 2 episodes of Hacks.
It's good.
Grand show.
HBO Max, Max.
Yeah, we tried to find it on HBO.
I apologize, overlords.
Doesn't exist anymore.
They don't call it that anymore.
Max. Can't even search it on your television under that app. Finished 2 episodes or something. It was not 10:30. It was 11:30. It was late. And I rolled over because when we had started watching television, my phone it wasn't in sleep mode yet. Somehow it's gotten turned off the setting that it automatically goes to sleep. So now I have to tell it to go to sleep. The alarm's still going to go off, but it doesn't go to sleep. And that really irritates you when I accidentally leave my phone on and then the light illuminates. You have before been like, babe.
Oh, it stinks.
Yes. So I was rolling over.
The third.
To do the thing that my husband needs.
My
so
mistress
deeply
is golf.
Done.
Your mistress is your phone.
But I went to turn it off and not off in sleep mode. So it doesn't light up with things. And I don't have a lot of push notifications on, but I roll over and my calendar, my work calendar notifications are on. And I see just the symbol and that a booking has come through at very late at night. Just super sweet. That happens all the time because people have ruminated on their thing, their sexuality related thing. And they're like, now's the time. Or they've had a fight with their babe. And they're like, now's the time. It happens often.
Sexuality education don't stop, baby.
Yeah. So I I tapped on it just to see, because I was like, wonder what just happened. Maybe somebody rescheduled from like my weekend. Maybe someone put a free consult on. That's totally what I was anticipating, a reschedule or a consult. But it was a glitch in my software. It should never let someone book a first session the day out. Like, so this is 11:30. The session was booked for the next day because there's prep work that my clients need to do, because I'm an educator and I love prep work. And so you felt in my body, what the fuck? Mm-hmm. So now you jump in. So
let me ask you this. What would it provide you?
Doing what?
Like not getting notifications or not going to your phone at 11:30 at night. What would it provide you?
But I wasn't going to my phone.
Honey, baby, hold on. You were picking it up and looking at it. You were going to your phone at 11:30 at night.
I'm very glad that I saw that notification, because it changed my morning. I needed to do things in the morning that needed to be done because I saw that.
So it was a positive.
Yes. Did you not realize that?
That it was a positive?
Yeah. If I had not known that, I would not have structured my morning in the way that I did. Mm-hmm. So there was stuff I needed to do before I left for my exercise class so that I could spend time with best friend Kay, shout out, who was coming into town.
Yeah.
And then come home and do their session right away. Mm-hmm. There was no other time for me to send them the things that they needed to be sent.
Oh, best friend Kay.
That was just for you.
Keep going. Okay, so this was a good thing that
you
looked at your phone at 11:30 at night.
So it was like a miracle.
Is it a good thing that in between commercials you look at Instagram?
Yeah, because it's unstructured time for me.
Why does your voice sound like that when you say yeah?
I feel defensive.
You can feel defensive. I'll
you
knock it off.
Sound condescending.
100%. Out the womb. I was born this way.
Did it upset me? Yes, but not for the reasons that you think it did. It upset me because you and I talked about this later, like just recently. My calendar software should not do that. Mm-hmm. So it upset me because I thought, damn it, what just happened? Because I have put protections in my life so that doesn't happen. Mm-hmm. But I thought in this minute, good thing I checked, because I need to do something tomorrow morning, because I'm not going to do what that other company did to us and like send us an email that was like, hey, sorry, glitch on my back end. I've moved you to this day.
Yeah.
I don't run my business like that.
That fucking stinks.
If it's
we made appointments recently and they're like, oh, canceled.
And put us on a different date, which is fine. And listen.
Hey, whatever.
Be you. I take ownership if my back end fucks up. Yeah. And that was a time that worked really beautifully for someone, because I know that when we just booked our appointments that we were trying to get in, we looked at our schedules, our lives, chose a day that worked well for us. I know how that works from the client perspective. That matters to me. Mm-hmm. So I was really glad. Was I frustrated with my back end? Yeah, but I wasn't mad that I looked at my phone. It doesn't keep me from sleeping. It doesn't keep me from being present. Now, I am curious if you feel a kind of way, which obviously he does.
Don't put words in my mouth.
About me being
I'm not defensive. I'm not angry.
If people are going to perceive me as like I don't know. I don't really give a shit. How do you feel?
No, we can move on to the next subject if you don't give a shit. No, you don't give a shit, so we'll just move on.
I give a shit about your feelings. This is why the provide me with question is so fascinating.
Okay.
Because I will gladly negotiate to a place where you feel valued and seen.
Can I share an observation?
About me? Or about you?
Let's move on.
No,
let's just move on. If I can't share an observation?
About me or about you is my question. Why are you making that face?
Because I'm starting to get defensive. I'm starting to feel defensiveness in my body.
Okay, well, I want to stand my ground.
That's why. Why am I? Because I'm allowed to.
Well, about me or about you? What is the observation about?
The observation that I felt, even though now I'm hearing it's a good thing, which I get, because I can solve this problem. This isn't supposed to happen. So this is kind of the first time I'm absorbing that, and I understand that. The observation that I kind of see or I feel is I'm constantly going to this source, the phone, to get information that at times will make me frustrated. And now it's time to go to bed, and I'm now frustrated, and then also I'm sharing these frustrations with my partner who's sleeping next to me. So, and then is it my job to be like, she'll figure it out? It is. But then I have a grumpy wife next to me. And I totally understand that this was a glitch and this was a good thing. But it's happened before where it's not a glitch and you're getting information. I worry about you constantly bringing in information from your phone, especially when it's time to wind your brain down. And is this mine to fix? No. Do you have autonomy? Yes. She's laughing at me.
I'm not laughing at you. You're the most.
Are you laughing? Are you laughing with me?
You're the most wonderful. And now I'm going to cry. I love you so much. I was going to ask if you think I am in frustration is my not self, is like a human design generator. Like I'm not supposed to be in frustration. Do you think I'm in frustration a lot? Do you think I enjoy being in frustration?
No. You're addicted to it or something?
Yeah. Do you think
No. Where you're constantly, we all know those people that are constantly complaining about whatever, they're addicted to talking about their complaints.
Yeah.
We know those people.
Being frustrated is the last thing on earth I want to feel.
Okay.
So I was just kind of finding it funny that here we talk about on this podcast all the time, Lauren can't find rage or frustration. I hate being frustrated.
Okay.
And so the thing that my mind immediately goes to as a problem solver is, how am I going to fix this? I don't want to feel this ever again. I have a meeting on the books today to ensure that doesn't ever happen again.
As far as a software glitch. And also, hear me, I am hearing for the first time that I'm glad I checked my phone because I found this glitch. In real time at that moment, and even up to this, I knew it was a glitch, but it didn't absorb that this was a good thing, because I would have no call, no showed maybe, or I had to move things around in the morning to accommodate for this person that hopped on 8 hours later.
Yeah, and had the most stunning, amazing session in the world.
Yeah, and you provided value, which is great.
It was exactly what was meant to happen. I totally believe that the universe has a plan for all of this. And please hear me. It wasn't that the person got on my calendar. It wasn't that anything other than, ooh, that's not supposed to happen, right? I'm supposed to have these protections in place for my body. And also at the same time, glad I saw that, because I can send the stuff that needs to be sent early in the morning before I go work out.
Okay.
And yeah, what I wanted to say, the thing that I was giggling about, is that we work really hard in this home for there to be space for us to feel things like frustration about our various things and to hold space for it. But when I am hearing, but correct me if I'm wrong, is that you always give space for that, but right before bed is really difficult for you. Because that's your battery recharge time.
For me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll really try my damnedest to turn that thing off, put it in do not disturb, not go to it.
Yeah.
And then I'll try my damnedest in the morning not to mess with it until I get through meditation.
Yeah.
Where I don't have input or I'm searching. I don't need to look at my dynasty fantasy football team. It's 6:45 in the morning right when I wake up.
I would love us to talk about now a way for us to honor that boundary in your body, because I'm your partner who wants to sleep in the same bed as you. It doesn't do the same thing to me.
Can I share the 2 times really where it's where it say when you go to your phone, where I just go, in my,
Yeah, if it can be about how it makes you feel.
Yeah, I can do that.
The presumptions about how it makes me feel are sometimes tricky to hear, because I might feel the same, but I might not.
Okay, yeah, nighttime. It's just, it makes me feel like you're not present.
Okay.
And then say family time or game time, where if there's a break or a pause, say in the action, you'll kind of go to Instagram. And it makes me feel just you're a little less present. Yeah, that's all.
What would I provide you with if I left my phone in a different room or something like that?
More presence, and then the thought of a clear palette in your mind. Like the thought of, oh, she's really maybe kind of putting us first.
Okay.
Or she's really like, hey, it's in another room. Like she's really, putting us first. Or just fucking being alone with her thoughts. Or she's really getting space away from her tech.
Does it almost fall under, you know how we like to make roles in this house, like you're you're the director of laundry services or whatever. Does it almost fall under like chief wellness officer? And like,
no, I don't want to be the
you
chief
know what
wellness
I'm
officer.
saying?
I don't
I'm
want
just trying to get creative in my head.
Yeah, but I don't. At the same time, I'm hesitant to talk about it.
No,
and
I think it's
I
good.
feel like kind of defensiveness come up in you, where I don't want to police anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's hard to police the baby. And also, part of her boundary of technology is it goes out of her room when she sleeps.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like when we had our human design reading, we talked about this a little bit, and she was like, Lauren needs unstructured time, or whatever she called it. I feel like she had a name for it. And you were like, oh my God, that's what she's doing. Because correct me if I'm wrong, but like if you and the baby and I go out to dinner, I'll often bring like, we're not really strangers or conversation cards, or we'll play a thing.
You're correct. You're not wrong.
I try to be present when it's intentional time. Yeah. It is, I'm so glad we're having this conversation on camera, because I think in chosen partnership or in parenting, right, we talk about the difference between sacrifice and like whatever. Because there isn't a kind of feeling in my body, but I, as a human being who values other human beings, can acknowledge if I am harming or hurting someone else. And I want to be that type of person. And so I don't want you two to feel like I am not present with you. I'm not interested in that. Yeah. The thing we've talked about before, I think, is that the moments that we share, especially as a family unit, or like playing our Mario Karting or watching a show, are decompression time for me. Like they are the catch-22 is that they are the same hours that I am coming out of craziness that I love. Like I wouldn't trade it for the world. But I love being without my phone. Especially when it's hermit time, when it's my weekend, my God, right? I try to get away from it as much as I can. And my morning rituals, stay away from it when I'm doing client homework. So yeah, it's interesting, my body, because I think it's doing something else for me. I think it's like helping not care. It feels very light, but I can work on it and see what I can find in self. Because I don't want you... Yeah. So when you said it would provide you with presence, like a feeling that I was more present with you. Yeah. I don't want you to feel that I'm not present with you. I think the thing that I discussed with you and the baby before was that all day long in my work now, this is the type of focus that I give people.
Yeah.
100% locked in focus. So sometimes by the end of a day,
Drained.
I want to not focus. I want to play some Mario Kart, and then while it's loading, look at my phone and I want to take things a little less seriously. I don't have a tendency to take things not seriously. I have a tendency to take things way too seriously. And, which is a beautiful thing about me. But so I sometimes think when I am being perceived as not present, I'm like, what? I'm like the most present person there is. I love presents.
Oh, say if you're present all day, I'm being present for these people.
Yeah, and you two are like my safest place.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, I can let down my guard with you two unless it has been pre-requested present time.
Yeah, and that stinks. Like, say if we're criticizing you or like, Mom, get off your phone. Oh, I would love to, not me empower you because that's not.
Yeah, you can say that's fine.
I would love for you to be like, no, guys, I want to do this. Like, if it's in between breaks and stuff like that, this is what I'd like to do. And I don't want to be criticized for it.
And maybe I can request. So, like, if it comes up, hey, do we all want to play some Family Mario Kart, which is a favorite pastime?
Yeah.
Which is also another way that my brain decompresses. I mean, it's lovely because I can focus on something else. You can sneeze.
I gotta sneeze.
You got the sneeze.
Got the sneeze face. Oh, fucking shit.
It's so funny, and then it like is there, then not.
And then it's gone.
Will
it's
it
like a ghost.
Back? Maybe I can just do a better job of saying, can I request some very unstructured TV watching or Mario Kart time? Or some unpresent, that sounds mean, but almost, could I do that?
Yeah, and it's not like we're not fucking guilty of fucking scrolling, doing bullshit on our phone.
And this is, I'm not
Everybody's
gonna
guilty
tit for
of it
tat
now.
on it, but you two,
except for the Amish,
you're such different people that you two, by the time I see you, have had lots of tech time all day.
Yeah.
Most of the time, but when I see you at the end of a work day, that's not what I've been doing.
That's true. Yeah, nobody's here.
No. So it is a funny conundrum of, I know how I'm being perceived. I get that, but I have not been doing what you two have done all day. True. Yeah. And I would love to share that kind of best friend safe space with you two, which is, this doesn't have to be so like Zoom. Now, the baby will ask the same thing from me. So I also want to not look like I'm making excuses. She will sometimes ask me.
She gets on you about looking on Instagram in the car.
Or like intentional time. I'll say, do you want to go to the mall with me? She'll say yes. Then she'll say, can we leave our phones in the car? Because she'll want actual time.
Oh, so she'll establish a boundary before, or she'll ask for a boundary before actually like criticizing in real time. What a concept. Not to be a dickhead to somebody, but ask for it before.
Yeah, isn't it cool? She will do that.
You can say yes or no.
Yeah,
it's like,
and then
I need my phone.
Yep, and I will sometimes say that, and then I will sometimes say, yeah, no, I can 100% do that.
Yeah, that's cool.
And feel into, why am I feeling resistance? Is it, part of the fight of stillness in the body? I do think that is very intriguing always, to sit with, what is it that I am afraid of being alone with? What is it? I think this part of me that is always wanting to better the world, to better the people around me, has a hard time sometimes just being. Yeah. And
like being alone with your thoughts versus like getting input.
I can be alone with my thoughts, but being with other people without pushing it all forward, I've been noticing in myself recently that it's okay to just like be. It's okay for like the evening to not have like a goal, and that like the evening is the goal. Like, we're here, the time is now. And yeah, maybe it's like, I've been watching Olympic trials. How they'll run their thing, and then even after they go through the line, they have to slow down. Like, they're still running so fast, they can't just stop. They have to run till their legs slow down. I think that's what I'm dealing with. Is like, where's the rest of the where momentum. I slow down? Like, momentum, yeah, and. I think it's a double-edged sword, because I could think it's the things that are so great about me.
And like, babe, if you were to turn to me and say, no, I'm going to be on Instagram in between commercials, or it's like, no, I'd like to do this. I'd be like, okay. And I don't want to criticize you either.
Right. Well, but I want to respect your sleeping space. I know it's important to you. And we share a bed, and we've established this weekend that we really want to always share a bed.
Yeah, the way I perceived it was like, oh, you're inviting problems, or like you're inviting so much input, whether it's good or bad, versus, but it was a good thing. Genuinely was a good thing that you got this notification, because you're able to serve this person, your client, and then fix the back end where they can't book that way. So it was a good thing. Great.
I mean, if it was messing with my sleep, I think we could look at it if it was doing these things, but my sleep scores are pretty fantastic. And yeah, thank you for your concern. And I do want to honor that I really think you also have my well-being in mind all the time. And I want to honor that. Yeah. Was that what we wanted to talk about today?
Yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah. We started chopping it up organically, and then it went somewhere, and now we're helping people.
Okay. Well, y'all, if that's the end of today's podcast, I'll talk to him off camera. Welcome. Thank you for coming to this episode of the Partnership Podcast. These are our opinions and obviously our lived experiences in real time. Take what you like, leave the rest, make your own informed decisions, but know that you are not alone as you traverse the world with smartphones in partnership. If you want to learn tools like the thing that Trey and I keep asking each other of what does it provide you with, I would love to work with you and work with individuals and partners. You can go to sexedforyou.com/free consult. And my software will not let you book for the next day. It's going to bump you out 3 days, which is normal. I would love, love, love to chat with you, see if we're a good fit, and if not, refer you out. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you again soon.